Hi, I'm Kat. This is Katty Stitches. This is my first check-in in 3 months because, as predicted, my life got busy. Yeah, so I switched doctors. I did manage to get some stitchy time still in at work. It's just not as much. But now that the weather's gotten warmer, the weekends are kind of spent doing things instead of staying home. Which my boyfriend would tell you that I would love to just stay home. Because I would love to stay home. Watch TV, do some crafts. But, you know, sacrifices must be made. Skin needs vitamin D. Which I actually have some tan, which I'm pretty stoked about. Anyways, so in that time, I finished 2 stitches. One of them I can't show because I already gave it away. It was supposed to be a Christmas gift, but then it was my sister's birthday, so I was like, might as well just finish it and give it to her, and I could always find her something else for Christmas. I'm sorry, I just woke up, so I'm having some coffee to help out. My cats are jumping all over the place. It is Saturday, June 18th, because I forgot to mention. I do have one finish, and then everything else is whips. I started some things since the last video, and I also stopped working on a lot of things. Yeah, it was just bad. All right, so I guess we'll just jump into it. Still on my web pile, and they've been languishing for forever. I really just need to get to it because this is black work. It's not like it takes forever. But this is the 2021 Peppermint Purple. See if I can get that in frame properly. Yeah. And this is just using variegated floss that I got from, I think it was Joann's. It was just like a multi-pack of colors, not actual, like, are you playing with my stuff? All right, anyways, so that I really want to work on. I really should focus on it this summer and just get it done because it is very cute and I really just want to get it out of my whip pile. The next one was, is it Story Stitches? Oh, God. Don't, like, murder me for being wrong. It was the Nightmare for Christmas sale. I did not do any of the top. Just terrible. I have 5 characters done. And, like, these don't take that long. But, you know, what it is like actually picking all the different flosses for every single different character and finding the time, and I've been just focusing on other things, so it's kind of gone into a box that I've completely ignored. Let's see, sorry, I put all this stuff up here and it's just a bad decision. So this is from Amazon. Like, going forward, would I buy these? No, but I have like 6 of them. So this is a stamped kit. It is 11 count. I've done about half of it. It's very cute, and like, who doesn't like Grogu? So like, but I understand that nobody's getting paid for their work, so I'm not gonna like buy any, but the ones that I do have, I will eventually find the time to do them. But I have so many counted projects that I'm actually interested in that I haven't really focused on these. And this is a little baggie I made. Oop. This is the first one I made, so this is made with like this like really thin vinyl, because at the time I really wanted to make some bags and all they had was the thin vinyl. The next one is also in a very whimsy vinyl bag. It has cats and polka dot. This is one I really should be working on. I need to put aside everything else I'm doing. So this one was a pattern that had 2 sloths hugging, in the shape of a heart, but I am a sloth and my boyfriend is not a sloth. So I was gonna turn him into Sonic because he's running around doing everything. Sorry. And I'm a very slow, just whatever kind of person, so not great. And of course I'm like showing how much I don't do things because that's not done. But I really should work on that. Our anniversary is next month, so if I focused on it, I could probably get done. This is a Christmas project from last year that I never finished, that I'm hoping to finish for this year. It is a mama goat, a daddy goat, and a baby goat. I bought it on Etsy. For the life of me, I can't remember the name right now. If I look through my Google Drive, I'll find it and I can put it if someone's interested. But it's just a baby goat. She's very cute. It would be best if I just remembered everything that I... And then there's gonna be a restart, so it literally has like 50 stitches maybe. It's a Love is Love pattern for my niece, but I think in haste I started it on a piece of fabric I had, not really measuring, not really doing anything. Like, that was a very noob move, and it's not going to work the way it is, so I need to just restitch it. And I'm so sorry. I just kicked that. Not kicked it. I hit it. Okay. Then for Mania, I was like, oh, I'll try to start things, you know. If I start the Christmas projects, then I'll have no choice but to finish them. So I was like, all right, I'll just put 50 stitches into things. I put 50 stitches into 2 projects and called it a day. This is gonna be Elvis. Can you tell? I can't, not yet. This one has more work because I did put 50 stitches and then I came back to it because I was like, you know, I really need to stop focusing on me for a little bit and try to focus on other people. This is gonna be a chibi Superman. This is up of his head right now, so he'll be cute though. I'm so sorry. I'm literally all over the place. Like, it's literally, I could be spending so much more time, but I want to make this kind of like a record for myself, right? So like, I feel like I don't take photos enough. Like, my Instagram, I have some photos, but it's not as much as it should be. And I'd like to have a record of how I'm doing on things. And, you know, maybe my videos won't be an hour long, even though I love watching those. I'm like, but it would be nice to look back and see what I've done and the progress that I've made. So this was in a hoop for quite some time. So, but I did make some progress on this. I decided since my last video where I had said that I didn't want to move over to the right because I didn't want to work on the best part, which was the people. I wanted to kind of save that for a little bit. So I started working down. I'm sorry, my nose is like allergy season. So I started working down here a bit. They're blocks, so once I know what color and how much I have to do of it, it goes, well, you know, in a timely manner. I'm not gonna say it goes fast because I'm not a fast stitcher. Like, I wish I was. I complain about this like literally every time. Every time I see people on my on Facebook, or I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, I try, and then I'll be like, oh shit, man, I hit 150, and I'm like so proud, and then I'll on Facebook and someone's like, oh, this is my daily progress, 700 stitches. And I'm like, how? I don't know. I mean, good for you, you know. I'm hating on myself, not on you. So then these are Christmas presents. So here's my thing, right? When you look at a pattern, if you're looking at the black and white version, you know what colors you have. You pulled the colors. And then you're looking at symbols. If I see a heart symbol, what does your brain think? My brain immediately goes to red. I didn't even check the pattern. I just decided it had to be red, because what other color would it be? So I put red in all of these spots. You know where red was supposed to be? Right here. The heart is this color. Sorry. Yeah. So there's a lot more red than there's supposed to be. So it doesn't match the mini masterpiece, which kind of sucks. So I think I might have to remake this one for the person who's going to, and just keep this one for myself. The other one, which you got a peek at, is the pop. Oh god, it was like that time in like pop art. There it is. This is the kiss. So that's the start of it. Once you get going, it doesn't take very long. But I bring, like, when I was bringing this to work, I was bringing this and like 2 other projects. So it was really like a, what do I want to work on that day? But will those get done for Christmas? Yeah, if I really wanted to, those could get done this weekend. But clearly I don't really want to that badly, I guess, right? I don't know what. Listen, I have ADHD, so you can't believe me. Alright, so I had bought 4 patterns from Mama Witch Stitch. And instead of starting any of those patterns from Mama Witch Stitch, when I dyed the fabric, I decided that it would look really cool with the free pattern that she had on Facebook, which was the Happy Birthday Mr. Stephen King. Mr. King. So these are 2 twins from The Shining, but like Halloween-y. But what I like is that they're not actually twins, because in the book they're not twins. In the movie they are. In the book they are just sisters. So one is definitely taller than the other. This is so freaking cute. All her stuff is really cute. I feel bad because she's Russian. So right now she, at least last time I checked, I'm pretty sure she still can't sell on Etsy. But you can find a link to her stuff either through Facebook or through Instagram. So yeah, I have black gloss. The one project that I was so close to finishing, I finished, and I'm so excited. And I have not framed it like a bunch of my other stuff. This is a Stitch It Picasso. He's fully finished. Oh. No, he's not fully finished. What I mean is he's fully stitched. He's just so cute. He's a little gnome with the pumpkins. And with this project, I realized that I really like orange a lot more than I thought. So I want to do more projects with orange, which is why instead of doing any of the Mama Witch Stitch ones, the ones I bought, I went with the twins because there's more orange in those. Okay. My last 2, sorry, I don't want to knock. My last 2 consist of so I have an earth that I had already started the last time, and I remember in my last video I was like saying, you know, if I had if I had Pattern Keeper, things would be so much easier. If I had it would do this, and I would do this. And since then, Markup has had updates. So they they partnered with Heaven and Earth in the sense that they now when you click on it, so if I click, it goes load pages, initializing, and then what it does is that it loads all of the symbols. And oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. That's why so it did not work before, but so now, sorry, goes load pages, loading symbols, initializing. So now I don't have to set colors, which was my big complaint in the last one, which is why I was just color coding everything red just so I can mark them. Now I click on a symbol. It tells me how many symbols are on this page, what color it is, and they instantly pop up. There's no me looking for it. I realized in doing that, and in switching to this new version that does it correctly, that I have missed a stitch here or there that I could have done originally had I known that they were there. But because a lot of the symbols were similar, like there was a circle and then a circle with a hole and then a square with a hole, that if they're next to the circle with a hole, it gets confusing, right? So I'm really like excited with how it's going now. So I had about 300 stitches last time. To reiterate, this is Princess Asleep. There's a total of 161,550. I am now, so I was at 0.2%. I am now at a whopping 0.8. I have 1,305 stitches on it. But so the thing is that because I had become frustrated before, I had put it down, I hadn't picked it up at all. And then I was still, once the markup got updated, I was still unsure if I was going to stick it out with the 25 count, because I was unsure about doing 1/1. And so I was so hesitant that I then started a different Heaven and Earth on 18 count, 2/1. And I was like, well, maybe I'll just not do this one. And there was a while where I was really considering just not doing any of the ones that I had already bought fabric for, because I was unsure of my skill level. But look at those stitches. They're just so teeny tiny and they're so precious. I don't know if my phone wants to focus, but they're so teeny tiny. And I honestly think I'm gonna really, really love it when it's done. And I've gotten over that whole novice feeling. Will I still have it throughout? Of course, but I think that I'm accepting of the fact that this is my first Heaven and Earth. I went with the recommendation, and the recommendation is a good recommendation, especially because this is a large pattern. So like, this pattern itself is 450 by 359. So on 25 count fabric, it's going to be 18 by 14 1/4, which is not big in terms of some other pieces, but like putting that on an 18 count, it'd be large. The one I have on an 18 count that I'm about to show is a mini. So there's a difference. And I think I watched a video and I learned how to do a 1-strand loop start. And I think that's going to really make the difference in feeling more secure about my starts, and being able to move forward. So I have picked it up. I've only picked it up maybe 2 days. Hold on, I can actually look. Oh. Because that's the great thing about markup, is that you can look at a calendar. Yes, I picked it up 2 days in June and 1 day in May. So I've made I've stitched 1,000 stitches in 3 days. And I think that's just from feeling more confident about the process and just letting it be, And I feel like I was just very hesitant. Oh, you want to make, come here, let the people see you. You're so afraid now. Ugh, fine. My last one, I started after the update to markup, which I love. Oh my God, they have been fantastic, because I had initially, after the update, Princess Asleep was not loading properly, and they were able to help me, and they fixed my file and got the symbols to actually acknowledge that they were there, and it's working, and it's fucking fantastic. So the other hate that I've started is called Sleeps with Butterflies. It's the mini. It's charted by Michelle, but the artwork is by Margaret Morales. And can I just tell you, I follow this woman on Instagram, and she's fantastic. Oh, she's so pretty. So she's on 18 count. And let me just try to move some of these out of the way so you can see. I am about 3/4 of the way to a page finish, I would say. But she's just so beautiful. And I think that she's coming out really nicely on this 18 count. I'm super, super happy with it. Like, there's so much joy in stitching this one because of the colors, and I think that's what made the difference in the Princess Asleep, is I started getting out of just the browns and the black, and I started getting some like of these like plummy colors, and then I started realizing, hey, it's not all gonna be brown, and so I started really lifting my spirit. So that's what I have. My plans next month is my birthday. Sorry, I just have to go to my Google Drive. And what was it? I think it was Memorial Day. Michelle in the Heaven and Earth group, someone had said it. I don't know if it was her or just someone posted it, that they noticed there was a 30% off sale, and so I bought a chart that she had said was a new release, because it had just come out maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, and then a chart that I've been eyeing that I asked people on the Heaven and Earth group. No one's actually done it that's on the group, but someone had done a pattern by this artist, which I might be butchering, Uliana Babenko. So someone else is doing another mini. I bought mini Autumn Leaves. Hold on. I love fall. I love anything fall, anything cozy, and I'm definitely like, I have this like love for orange. So she's just so freaking cute. So she's 243 by 325. So I bought that one, which I want to start in July, because that's my birthday month. This one I have, and I have the 25 count easy guide fabric already for. This one is Mini Night Cafe by Leonid Afremov. So that's another one I want to start for my birthday month. I already have the fabric. I probably have a majority of the colors, especially now that I've fully kitted up 2 Hades. Not every, I know there's like 400 bajillion colors, but so that one I'm going to start. The other one that I bought during the sale, though, was Garden of May, charted by Michelle, and the artwork is again by Margaret Morales, because look at this beauty. As soon as she announced it on Facebook, it went in my wish list. And it was not even a question. I have like 50 things in my wish list, and it was not a question that could not live in my wish list any longer. I love Margaret Morales. So like I have another one that is in my to-do list, because I have a separate folder for I'm very particular about the way that I organize my Google Drive. And my Google Drive, the only thing that is the exception is that all my Heaven and Earths are in one place, except for the ones that I've pulled out to my VIP. Lilith, are you gonna knock over? Don't you dare. This is another one that I was thinking about starting. It's also by Marco Morales. It's Mini After the Rain. Oh, so pretty. So other than that, I have 2 from Barbara Anna that I really want to start for my birthday. One of them is Dreaming of Frida, because I fucking love Frida Kahlo, okay? I painted a painting inspired by Frida Kahlo of myself for a senior portrait. So I love her. I love her. The other one is Dreaming of Klimt, which goes with the kiss from Klimt. So those 2 I want to start. I want to start one of the Mama Witch Stitch. I think I want to start the possum one, the moon with the moonshine. I think, was there something else? Oh, there probably is. I had a list, but of course, what do I do with lists? I leave them at work. But yeah, I definitely want to increase my whip pile, apparently, but I really want to fill my pile with things that I really want to do. Like, I understand, like, I bought I'm so sorry, on Etsy, if I like someone's work, and I've bought in a couple pieces from them, and then they come out with like a entire like Dropbox of their work, you know, I have invested. So Stitch It Picasso, there was a point where he was going to stop doing Patreon, and so he had made a entire, what is it called, portfolio, I guess, his entire portfolio available to buy through Etsy, and it's like a lifetime link to Dropbox, where I could just, as he releases new patterns, I can do that. And because I had already been his Patreon for a while, I definitely enjoy his patterns. There are like, that's one of the ones I want to start in my birthday month. There's a skeleton couple kissing. That's another one. But so I really enjoy his patterns, so I didn't want to miss out on his stuff. So I bought the collection, like his portfolio, and then he ended up keeping his Patreon, but I had already bought the collection, so I was like, oh, well, I don't need that anymore. I bought in, I can't remember her name, but she does a lot of like the mini masterpieces. So I bought that because of the mini masterpieces, and I've also, she had the Chibi Belle, the Chibi Superman, but so I've completely gone off on a tangent. My whole point is that I will be 34 next month. That is probably, if I'm lucky, this will be about a third of my life. If I'm not lucky, it's about halfway through my life. So either way, I don't have that many years left where this is just a hobby. This is not a job. I have a full-time job. So I can only do this at select times. So if I'm going to do it select times, I should really make it a point to be extremely excited about all the things I do. This sounds so fucking morbid. It's not. I'm sorry, I have a potty mouth. And I deviate a septum, so that's why I'm so sniffly all the time. Either way. Yeah, I want to start more hates. I don't fucking care. I don't care if maybe I never finish them. I want to start everything I want to start. I don't want to have to worry anymore. And I mean, if I can manage to figure out a setup and I'm home on a Saturday, I would love to film like a stitch with me of a hate that I'll be working on. There's just so many good fucking patterns out that I know. Oh, I remember now. I want to do, oh shit, I can't remember her name, but it's from Etsy. It's a silhouette of the Witcher with the Witcher inside of the silhouette. A silhouette within a silhouette. That's another one because that show's fucking bomb. Then the Bob's Burger style, which is by the Fourth Circle Studio. I have not started it, but I fucking love Bob's Burgers. I know, I'm terrible. Yeah, where am I going with this? Who knows? I don't know. My brain is everywhere. But yeah, so needless to say, I mean, I don't know when the next time I'll check in. I don't want to give like dates because I'm not reliable with that, clearly. Because I said I'd be back in like a month or two, and I was back in 3. But do I have things for you to look at? Yes, I do. So isn't that nice? To the like 2 people who randomly happen upon this. It's nice. Nice hanging out with you. Yeah, I mean, like, this is like a vloggy kind of, like, I'm just keeping a record. I love Instagram, though. I love seeing people's work, which only adds to my wish list pile of things. But there's so many lovely people on there. It's so nice. And I am obsessed with watching Flosstube. There's people on here that I can't not watch. But it's just so nice. And even if some people that I watch, their stuff they do is not my style, I love seeing it. Because I love just seeing what's out there, what people like. You know, because we're all different. I love whimsical. I love spooky, Halloween, fall. But do I like looking at a sampler? Heck yes, I do. Oh, God. Either way, if anyone happens upon this video and lives in Connecticut, where I live, I would love to connect. Because no one I know cross stitches. I don't know where people meet up locally, which is a bummer because I have Saturday mornings off. Would I love to meet up with people? Maybe at like a coffee shop? Fuck yeah. But either way, at least, you know, we have this YouTube community. We have Instagram, which is fantastic. Facebook has so many great groups. Everyone is just so nice, at least in the groups that I'm in, you know, encouraging, giving advice, even if it's not their cup of tea. Like, it's just so nice to see that, because there's enough negative shit out there, and the one thing I don't need shitted on is something that I enjoy. Like, this is, for lack of a better way to put it, this has become my therapy. So when I get really anxious, if I haven't stitched in like 2-3 days, then there's nothing there to kind of like ease that bit of tension. If I stitch, that tension goes. So it's a very cathartic thing for me. So I'm really glad I found it. So glad. And will my house eventually be full of many things, hopefully finished? Yeah, for now, will they be full of many unfinished things? Yes, they will. But we'll figure it out. Either way, I've rambled on for forever because I stopped showing projects like 10 minutes ago. So I guess I should sign off. Wait, look at my cat. Look at her. This is Lilith. Lilith definitely doesn't want to be here. Oh. And my other cat's literally, one of my other cats is like, oh fuck. Like wide-eyed, ears like pointy, like, oh fuck, I can't go over there right now because she's gonna try to touch me. Whatever. All right. I'm gonna stop rambling. Have a great weekend, great rest of your, you know, month, maybe year, who knows? Either way, have a good one. Bye.